Now we'd like to welcome someone who knows a little bit about the circus. The Rosaire family, who operates Big Cat Habitat and Gulf Coast Sanctuary here in town, goes back 9 generations of circus performers. The latest dabbling in exotic animal training. Clayton Rosaire still doing many of those exotic animal shows, and he joins us right now. Clayton, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
My first question, your family comes from overseas where they started circus performing, came here to the States. Just put in perspective for us where Ringling, the Ringling Circus ranks globally.
Well, it just is an amazing way for people to get to see, first off, one of the oldest forms of entertainment in the world, one of the oldest traditions in the United States of America, older than baseball. It was like a traveling zoo. It was a little bit of everything. It was just an amazing form of entertainment that was so well-rounded for the entire family.
Absolutely. And you, as we mentioned, you're involved with animals, and in Kate's package, she mentioned Feld Entertainment, saying that having to retire the elements was really like the last straw for them. And so as an animal lover, as someone who trains these animals, tell us, kind of your side about that perception of animal cruelty in the circus. Well,
of course, people always say terrible things about the circus performers, and which is really sad because they're so dedicated. As an animal entertainer, you'll really only want 2 things. You only have a purpose to do 2 things in your life, and that's number 1, to have a healthy animal, because you can't be an animal entertainer without a healthy animal, and number 2 is to entertain the public. So their whole life is based on having healthy animals and making your family happy. But somehow that got mixed up, and people started putting the blame on these animals. Performing animals are one of the most highly regulated animals in the world. I mean, they're subject to 24-hour-a-day inspections, and they really do an amazing job. These shows that travel really take great care of their animals.
And there will be a number of animals retiring. You take on some of those animals. How big an endeavor is that moving forward for the circus?
Well, luckily there are wonderful facilities around that are more than happy to take those animals in and give them a permanent, safe, wonderful home, and treat them the way they were treated, given great care and good food and a lot of love. It's just a sad thing that there are many families around this country that aren't going to get to enjoy these amazing creatures. By going to the circus and seeing those majestic, amazing elephants, kids went home and thought about elephants, and they researched elephants, and it sparked interest. And so those amazing performers were wonderful ambassadors for their wild counterparts.
Well, Clayton, thank you very much for all you guys do over at Big Cat, and thanks for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having us.